If you're looking to start a creative small business or just want to make some extra cash during the holidays, this little machine can do it for you. This is the phone heat press from HTVRONT, and I made all these items you see here just using this machine. This phone heat press is basically like a little oven, and it uses sublimation film to wrap the design around each of the products. So inside the box, you will get a metal plate, and also you will get your choice of a iPhone or Galaxy universal phone mount. And then they also have mounts for these badge pins, which you can make 3 at a time just using 1 sheet of transparency film. And you will also get some heat resistant tape so you can use to hold down some of the phone mounts. And then you have a pair of tweezers to help you remove the plate that goes inside of the press. And then you'll also get a pair of heat protective gloves. And you will also get a pack of sublimation film that you print on so you can transfer your designs to your products. And then I also have some iPhone cases along with some Android. And depending on the package you pick, you will get certain sublimation blanks with the heat press. And I'm going to start by showing you how to make a iPhone 16 case. So I just pop my iPhone mount into the heat press, and then I open up my sublimation film, and I'm going to print it using my Epson EcoTank 2803. And I am going to print it on the matte side, and the other side is super shiny, so there's no confusion on what side to print on. You want to print on the matte side. So you load that into your printer, and I'm going to show you how you can use Canvas to make and edit your designs for your sublimation products. And you're just going to make a new canvas, and I'm just doing like 11 by 11 inch sheet, or you can do the 11 by 8.5 sheets, which is the size of the sublimation film. And when you go to elements, you can type in anything you want to design. So teacher gifts are really popular and trendy. So those are going to be selling pretty good for the holidays because a lot of moms and parents want teacher gifts. So you can come up with your own designs in here. And if you have the Pro account, it gives you even more designs that you can use. So here is a template I already did. I got some line paper. I made a composition book with some stickers, and then I have a blank composition book, and then I made a best teacher boho rainbow design that you can use for a coaster or keychains. And then I have a I'm not a regular teacher, I'm a cool teacher composition book, kind of playing off the Mean Girls theme, which is really cute. And you can also edit some of these images to make them unique. So you can have different designs that not everybody has. And then you can even customize your sublimation products to have them with the teacher's name or whatever customization you're going to do. So there's so many different possibilities in Canva, and I really recommend the Pro account because there's more tools you can use. So if it's for a small business or side hustle, I definitely recommend the Pro account, and I can leave that link for you in this video description so you can get started with that. And then you can download these as a PNG image, and you can save it to your computer. And then I also have some of my own SVG designs like this Teach Love Coffee and Teacher's Rule that is available on my website, GinaZCreates.com, because I do design and sell SVG files and sublimation files. So now we are going to use the program Locklick, which is a HTVRONT program that you can use with some of their products. So I am going to select the phone heat press, and then it has different templates that you can select. So if you're going to make the iPhone and you select the iPhone 16, it gives you this amazing guide that shows you the bleed marks and the safety lines. So you want to make your design fit into that area. And you can see my design isn't tall enough, so I'm going to go back and grab the blank composition book and I'm going to place it in the background. And then I'm going to center my design where I want it and make sure that all my design is reaching that green cut line. And then where that red line is where it's going to bend off on the phone case. And then I'm going to use the type tool so I can customize this phone case. So if you have certain orders, you can add customization and you can add the teacher's names to each of the phone case, however they want to do it. So this is just a great tool to make your own designs and customize them for your customers and sell them for the holidays. So once you go to print, you are going to make sure that you mirror your print design and you send it to your sublimation printer. And for your machine, when you hit the temperature button, the yellow button is going to be for the temperature for the top plate. And then you can just set it to the degrees that is specified for the phone. And when you hit the temperature again and it turns red, you can switch the temperature for the bottom heat plate. And then for the timer, you're going to have it pressed yellow, and that is for the preset. And it'll be just a 5 seconds. So you can see here the yellow is only 5 seconds, and that's just to warm up your film. And then when you hit it again for red, it's going to be at 300 seconds, and that is going to embed the ink into your product. So now that it's ready to go and it's all heated up, you're going to take your print and you're going to lay it matte side up so the ink can dry on top of your heated phone press. So next I am going to grab the lens mount, and you're just going to use whichever one is for the phone case that you have, and you're going to cover up the lens holes, and you're going to use that heat resistant tape to hold it in place. And then once your print is done drying for 5 minutes, you're going to put on your protective heat gloves to open up your little heat press, and we are going to snap in our phone case. So you just squeeze it from the side and then from the bottoms, and it's pretty snug in there. And then you're going to flip it over so it's right side up, and you're going to line up your print to the center of the phone case. And I did notice on the side that hits the lid, it can't be pushed any farther in. So you might need to trim off some of the film just so you can adjust it perfectly to your liking. And then you shut the lid and you press the start, and it will make a noise and the countdown will go all the way down. And then once it beeps that it's done, you can put your heat protectant gloves back on and open it up and take off the transparency film while it's still warm, and then you can pop off your phone case. And you can see how great this transparency film works, and it just wraps completely around the phone case, so you have a professional looking phone case. This is also one I tried out before, and I just love how the possibility with Canva and this phone heat press, that the possibilities are endless, because you don't just have to stick to teacher appreciation gifts. You can do wedding products that offer customizations and personalizations. And there's a whole bachelorette industry that you can get in that offer so many things for bridesmaids. So this phone heat press is really a great addition to your sublimation business, and it even can make coasters. I'm using these slate coasters from Hobby Lobby, and I printed out my design and I'm just laying it center onto the coaster, and I set my machine for 285 and the bottom plate is 265, and then I'm pressing for 330 seconds. And then this is how it came out. It's so cute. I absolutely love this design that I made in Canva. So anything that's trendy or popular is something that you can incorporate into your products. I also made this other design coaster. So you can make a set of teacher coasters and sell those to parents so they can wrap these up and give them to them at the holiday season. And then next, I'm going to show you how we can even make badge pins. So you're just going to flip over that metal plate and you're going to lay down the pin mounts. And the temperature for this one is 285 on both top and bottom plates. And then carefully add your badges right side up. And I went ahead and already printed out my designs that I added into the software. And you want to make sure that you rotate your design negative 90 degrees, so when it prints out, it's facing the correct way when you lay it into your press. And the only thing about these badge pins is that they're a little hard to get off of the film. So I ended up having to break it and cut it with the scissors so that they can just peel off, because popping them out was not working because they really did wrap really well over these pins. And you can see how cute these came out. I was a little rough with this pen trying to get it out, but the other ones survived and they really did come out so cute. And the wrap effect was so amazing on these pins. This one was pink and it wrapped all the way to the back side, so it looks completely professional, and the same with these ones. The results are amazing. So if you guys are interested in this phone heat press to start your side hustle, make sure to check out the link in the video description, and there may even be a coupon code for you to use so you can save even more. And before I go, I just want to show you a cute way you can package these products. This is the pencil template that I have available on my blog at ginacreates.com for free for you to try out. And it fits the iPhone case perfectly. You can add those badges inside with it as well and make a cute product or gift for the teachers for the holidays. And then a fancy way to sell your coasters, you can use a school themed ribbon and stacked a pack of coasters together and use this ruler ribbon that I'll also have it linked in the video description for you as well, and tie a cute bow around the top and trim the edges, and you have a cute teacher gift product. So get started on your side hustle today using this HTVRONT phone heat press. You will not regret it, and there's so many different possibilities you can make using this sublimation film.